for each game. So Clemson will kick it off. There's a good contingent here at Riggs Field, which is nothing new. This place is always loaded up with fans. One of the top 10 in the nation as far as that is concerned. And actually, it's been several years. They've been top 5 in attendance as Clemson soccer. Clemson trying to get it on the attack, but they're cleared out by St. John's. So Kevin, you know, these first 10 minutes, it always seems like first 10 minutes of a half really do play into what the makeup of a game is going to be as both teams try to feel each other out, especially in an opener for both clubs.
Right, certainly the opening game, and particularly when you're the home team opening, playing in front of your fans, just the adrenaline is rushing for the first 10 minutes. Really need to stay composed and keep your wits about you.
Clemson did play in an exhibition game. They played in Atlanta against Georgia State, 0-0 for 90 minutes there. And we'll get our first whistle. And this will be a great opportunity here for Clemson as Brighton was pulled down.
Anthony Herbert just got a little too much of Brighton's shoulder, and Brighton is not a small young man, so it took a lot to take him down.
Well, Brighton going to be really one of the key components for Mike Noonan's club here in 2021. And it is a club, you and I were talking about this before we went on air, it is a very deep ball club. I mean, he can play 17, 18, maybe even 19 or 20 guys.
Yeah, when you're able to substitute like that and the tempo of the game doesn't drop off.
And there's a shot on goal and a good save there. Good read by Gavrin.
Yeah, this is a pretty good hit by Hamdi Diop, but it's going to have to be better than that. Luka Gavrin, 6'6", Don.
Cleared all the way deep into the Clemson zone. And then just shot out to the sideline where it'll be a throw in.
Yeah, it looked like Charlie Asensio was just trying to shepherd that ball out of bounds. It didn't quite have enough pace.
Aquilon will come and handle the throw in here for St. John's. Good touch inside the box, but Clemson going to be able to try to clear it. And we'll get a whistle and a foul call once again on St. John's. And again, Brighton drawing some attention. Mike Noonan ball clubs in the past have been very patient, usually on the back end. Don't mind swinging it from side to side. There's an errant pass. Let's see what St. John's can do, and right away it's stolen away from him.
Yeah, Usman Sila doing a great job in transition, working back to win the ball immediately. Yeah, he certainly has big shoes to fill, coming in, playing the role as that midfielder after Philip Mayaka left early for
Pro ball. Here's an attack here for Clemson in the box. Early tripped up. No whistle. And that's going to be ruled a corner. Clemson faithful looking for an early one.
I'm not sure if he didn't get this one wrong, Don. Look at Isaiah Reed's last touch to get beyond the defender. There is contact. One of those situations, I think if he looks like he makes more of an effort, perhaps he gets the call, but it's a big no call early.
It was actually a good job there by Chandler. Came out with the hands kind of up, body kind of leaned back. Corner, there's the header, and that's going to be a goal kick. So they try to set it up on the attack with Diop coming in.
Yeah, you could argue he's unmarked there, and Gavrin was having a word with his team. Can't give away free headers.
There's a look at big Luca Gavrin. And you can see, we haven't talked about this, there's some sod that is in front of both goals. Had some rain here last week, heavy rain, in a match that happened here on the field, and it kind of tore up in front of the goal areas. So
yeah, with the women starting a week early, played a couple of home games, Sunday in the rain against Loyola.
Clemson once again going to force it on the attack, try to make a run, try to get it through, and do get it through as it skipped by the defender. Cross too high, and it'll be just touched out of bounds. So there is Dr. David Mazur, the head coach for St. John's. He is the 4th all-time in Division I in wins with 427, his 31st season at St. John's. He also has seasons at Montclair State. But when you go 427, 183, and 96, a winning percentage of 67.3, that's 16th all-time in Division I.
Which is crazy to think about. I was thinking about it before the game. Not only has he won a lot of games, he's been doing it for a long time.
Yes, he has. And these two coaches know each other very, very well. We'll pontificate on that a little bit later on. Clemson's head coach, Mike Noonan, the head coach of the Clemson Tigers, his 13th season, or 12th season, excuse me, as Clemson, won the championship in the ACC last year. As you can see, the 2019 ACC Coach of the Year. In his career, though, he's gone 337, 179, and 46. Clemson 124, 66, and 33. Clemson again will push it in. They'll look good turn here. Cannot be chased down, though, by Brighton. Pass just a little too strong.
A terrific first touch from Isaiah Reed. The through ball was just a little heavy.
We're going to get a whistle, or we're going to get...
That was a nice call by the referee. There was clearly a foul there. He let the play develop. Let him play on, see if an advantage was created. Ultimately was not. Going to bring it back for a Clemson free kick.
That was a little bit of a lengthy play on, too, because there was a couple of passes that happened in there.
And I think he did the right thing. He found the player that committed the infraction, had a quick little word.
Diop trying to push it through. Well played by St. John's. Now they'll see they can use their speed on the wing, and they are able to do so. Bustamante chases it down, trying to push it through to Knapp, and then kind of got tangled up. The Clemson defender got tangled up with it. Malou, and that becomes a corner for St. John's. Watch this, sometimes just not very graceful. Sometimes your feet just get tied up. Let's see what St. John's will do here on the corner. Swinging in, good feed, and a header and a goal. They feed it right out front, and Herbert went up and got it.
Absolutely buried it. I was just thinking as the corner was being taken, so tough. This is the side of the field. Sun is just beaming right down in the goalkeeper's eyes.
Boy, just perfectly timed in the air by Herbert, and a really good feed. They're off the foot of Lai.
And he was certainly contested on that, wasn't he?
Just got up higher than a defender and able to put it in the perfect spot. So 1-0 St. John's early on. A 9-minute mark, so Herbert's first goal of the year. Now, if you're a Clemson fan, this troubles you a little bit, because when the opponent scores first in the Mike Noonan era, Clemson 16, 59, and 13. Clemson trying to push it right back, and they'll get a throw in on the sideline. So if you're St. John's, Kevin, you're thinking, hey, won 2 out of 3 exhibition games, come out, score here early on. There's a shot fire that'll deflect and become a corner for Clemson. But man, if you're St. John's, you're rolling in here, and all of a sudden, we talked about the first 10 minutes, you're feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, you can see the shot here from, looked like that was Hallenberger, took a deflection. Yeah, two interesting moments, right? First 5 minutes, possible penalty, no call. St. John's goes right down the other end, gets a set piece, takes the lead.
Come backside, try to head it across, and that is deflected out. That was a very dangerous play there. It'll be slowed down by Garnett as he closes into Clemson's zone. Clemson will clear it back to midfield. St. John's will push it off. Good cross there, nice settle there by Lai. Push it through, and Marks will just scoop that up. Clemson trying to come right back on the attack and get a little pressure up front.
Don, you mentioned how warm it is here today. The tempo of this game so far, you wonder how long these teams can keep this up.
Oh no, you got to figure it. I mean, when we got here to historic Riggs Field, upper 80s and a lot of humidity.
Yeah.
So you got to figure conditioning becomes a part of this, Kevin. So does it face the team that's used to it, constantly practicing in it? Although Mike Noonan's team practices in the morning, they don't practice in the afternoon. St. John's, I don't know if they've seen this kind of heat or humidity.
Well, and then it's a matter of how deep can you go into your bench.
Right.
And use your reserve players.
Diop heads it back, but that'll be settled easily. And Aquiloni now, here's Clemson back with it once again, trying to feed it to Brighton, but cleared.
And those are the moments that Clemson needs to be a little more clinical in their counterattack. When you're playing against that St. John's with a back 3, in those transitional moments, if you're spread wide enough with your front 3, you can create some opportunities. But the longer they have to get behind the ball, it morphs into a back 5.
And you see there on the far side, Reed trying to push it in, but just cleared for a throw in. And will Reed take that, or is he going to give it up? He's going to give it up. Clemson just kind of passing along. There's a poor pass there, and that's an easy steal there by Lai.
He's trying to link up, trying to break that front line of pressure from St. John's. Looking for Quinn McNeil there.
Herbert trying to feed it deep, looking for Garnett. Too long as Marks just play it forward. The goal by Anthony Herbert. The header off of the corner. The 9-minute mark. St. John's a 1-0 lead. Again, Clemson just trying to be patient with the ball, possessing it for quite a long time. Again, just the quick touches. And St. John's doing a pretty good job of putting that backline defense. Had a back heel pass that didn't work. Now here's a center in. That'll be headed out.
Nicely done from Sila there.
Trying to lift it with a left foot. Wasn't enough on it to get it to Brighton. This ball stays inbounds, and it does. Here's an opportunity. Knapp trying to slow it down on the attack. Good touch there by Diop. And Diop makes a mistake trying to feed it across, and nobody there in a white jersey.
Yeah, did a great job defending in that 1v1 situation with Brandon Knapp, but just cannot afford to give it away.
So Clemson once again play a little possession. And let it go across. Feed it back, middle of the field. Attacks right outside, fires a shot that deflects, and even off the deflection, had some bend to it and scared the outside post.
Gavin looked like he was pretty confident it was going wide. I think in the end it was a little closer than he liked.
So a good strike there.
You could get a sense though, of how quickly St. John's got defenders around the ball when Sia got on it.
Whistle right away. I think that was before the kick, before the actual corner happened, and official steps in. He's going to talk. One, he goes directly to Hollenberg. You can see a little step back, little elbow. To the back post. Defended well. Try to cross it in, but again, well defended and pushed out of bounds by Bartlett.
I could see the experience defending there, not stabbing in, risk committing a foul in that situation, just moving their feet.
Like a handball, but an inadvertent, they say, off the arm of Bartlett. Good settle, good attack though from behind there, and the steal by Ashrafi. Ashrafi, did he keep it in play? No, he did not. Diop pushes it forward, and once again Clemson coming on the attack. So far St. John's has been advertised though as defensively. He kind of put up that blanket, making it very difficult for this Clemson offense to operate in their half.
And there's a clear picture of that back line. They've almost dropped into 5 across the back with those wide midfielders coming back to help out.
You almost wonder if at some point you're not going to see Clemson trying to play a quick long attack. That ball cleared off the foot of Clemson for a throw in for St. John's.
Yeah, I think you'll see players like Gomez, McNeil, Celia trying to hit some diagonal balls, change the point of attack, try to catch out that back three. Has to be done quickly though, they're disciplined.
Bustamante able to touch it off, but Clemson comes up with a steal, and now They will try to push it forward. Try to feed it forward, and it goes too far, and nice clear there by Gavin.
A good decision, experienced player there. See Clemson with the quick restart.
Diop feeds it forward long, but into some pressure and cleared. Malou, though, will settle it.
Yeah, I like the run out of midfield from Quinn McNeil, though, trying to break that St. John's back line off the ball.
And Diop's got some operating room and will push it through. Brighton trying to settle it, and it'll go off the defender. That was going to be a tough play by Chandler on that back line. Couldn't control it.
Yeah, that was a nicely weighted penetrating ball from Diop that time.
Fourth corner of the first half after Clemson down 1-0. The goal at the 9-minute mark by Anthony Herbert off a corner for St. John's. Low kick, easily cleared.
That's the cardinal rule of any type of set piece like that. You must clear the first defender, give your team a chance.
Brighton trying to use his body to get to that ball. A good job defensively by Chandler. Slide push forward. That almost came onto the foot of Garnett for St. John's, but Malou able to take care of it.
Yeah, this is the ball that Clemson needs. Change the point of attack quickly, get some penetration.
Good push forward there. Cineo now just cleared back. Diop looks to feed it forward. Sila trying to drive, and there's a whistle. Is they going to draw a card? No. So the fourth foul, as you can see on the screen, against St. John's. So St. John's will build a five-man wall just outside the top of the box.
It's a pretty tall wall as well.
Yes, it is.
You're going to have to get that ball up and down again. It's just going to take something special to...
Bender, and just off the outside post.
You know, 6'6" goalkeeper. He's going to want the shot high.
Get a sub in.
For the Tigers. Entering the match, number 8, Callum Johnson.
So Callum Johnson
And leaving the match, number 23,
will come
Josh
in.
Hallenberger.
As Hallenberger will go out. Sila works it off, push from behind, that'll be a whistle.
Foul
Ashrafi.
called against St. John's.
And right to the small of the back.
Not a lot of contact, but enough to throw a Cincy off balance.
Diop foots it forward. Is that onside? No, it is not.
Offsides called against the Tigers.
Yeah, well offsides. Good communication from that St. John's back line, stepping there.
Gavin right foots it. That's a big kick. Headed out. And touch forward. Can Clemson keep possession of it? No, they cannot. Good play defensively by Herbert, the goal scorer.
Substitution for St. John's.
We're going to go St. John's substitution.
Match, number 9, Wesley Leggett.
Wesley Leggett
And leaving the match, number 20,
come in.
Micah Garnett.
Micah Garnett will go out. And there's a look at Leggett Jr. out of Lawrence, New Jersey. 3 goals and an assist last year in 10 games for St. John's. Kind of a quick whistle there, I thought.
Foul called against St. John's.
Whistle lie. Clemson will play it quickly, though.
So it looked like Clemson was going to have the advantage there if he allowed it to play on.
Malou trying to clear it through. Just cleared out. Clemson once again will settle it. Clemson certainly has dominated possession of the ball. There's no doubt about that, but they're down 1-0.
That's just always a game of moments, isn't it, Don? St. John's had the one good opportunity. Able to finish it off.
Opportunity here to attack, and they'll push it through. This is onside. Shot fired, and it goes wide. Leggett just couldn't get the hips around to square that on net.
Got in behind, couldn't believe how
wide open he was.
wide open he was.
Yep.
Eyes got big. Outstanding run. You could see how he bent his run to stay on side. Ducks in behind as the ball is hit.
Leading the match, number 18, Alvaro Gomez, and number 25, James Brighton.
So Clemson down 1-0 here to St. John's. The ball will just be cleared out of bounds. Pass too strong forward. Checking in for Clemson is Tim Strobeck, by the way. And also in was Fernandez Salvador. Luis Felipe Fernandez Salvador.
That's nicely done from Callum Johnson.
Good pass across, but that's a ball that the Clemson offensive players got to attack. Can't wait for that ball to come to him. You got to attack that ball.
Well, I would even argue with the nice combination with Callum Johnson. As much trouble as he has caused the St. John defense on the dribble, just let Usman Sila run with it there. Have a chance, go at that back line.
Here's your first whistle against Clemson.
Foul called against the Tigers.
Reed being a little too aggressive.
And if you commit a foul, final third, that's okay. You're not really going to be penalized with a scoring opportunity for the opposition. Isaiah Reed just gambling there.
Ooh. And a foul from behind. Lie.
Foul against St. John's.
So Malou will push it off, and Reed double team, tripped up. They are going to play, or I think they're going to say the ball got trapped under Reed, and they're going to award the kick here to St. John's, which will not please the The home crowd.
Yeah, he's calling Reed for the dangerous play there,
Yep.
I think. I think the Clemson crowd here was looking for the foul before that when Reed got tangled up. There's no foul there. I think Clemson was looking for this here.
Yeah, maybe they did call a. They've actually called a handball there. Back to live action. Diop will play it back to Marks. Touch it right back onto the foot.
That's
Now here's a run. Try to push it through and defended well once again by Chandler. Well, an opportunity there once again for Clemson. Johnson.
We've seen some pretty good center backs here play at historic Riggs Field over the last few years together, and I would put Matt Chandler up with any of them.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, he covers a lot of ground.
And a big, long body.
Yeah, he's keeping that back line organized.
6'6" backline defender at 205. I mean, that's a lot of body that's back there defensively for you. I mean, look at he just dwarfs Callum.
Yeah.
He's going by him.
He reminds me a bit of the center back for Stanford when they were playing here a couple of years ago in the, I believe that was an Elite 8 game.
Right.
That young man was up for the
Herman Award.
Yeah.
Ball in the air, finally settled. Trying to touch it through, but comes to Marks. And see, this is where I think that Clemson needs to be a little more aggressive. Callum trying to touch it off. And again, another good defensive play. This time turned in by Bartlett.
Yeah, it's those moments of transition when that still looks like a back three for St. John's. The wide forward for Clemson. Isaiah Reed, Callum Johnson need to keep that width, be quicker in transition.
So here Clemson tries to come on a run, and that'll be touched out of bounds. And we'll get a sub here for Clemson. So Camilo Comey check in. So Comey will come in as Reed will go out. Diop. Callum let it go by him, and a nice move there. Look for the cross. There it is. Too tall. And then cleared. Flag up for offside, but I think they're just going to let play go on as Clemson was able to control.
Yeah, I think that's a good decision by the referee crew there. Keep the rhythm of the game going.
Diop. They push through, but just off the edge of foot, and nice play by Gavrin coming out, because
well, we've had two successive attacks where you can see how important Callum Johnson is to this Clemson attack. The little things he does. He had the nice little dummy there on the penetrating pass. And that move, he drew the defender away and opened up the passing seam for Strobeck.
Clemson will settle it. Look. Callum Johnson, but can't get it there to him. Johnson, nice settle. Feeds it off on the wing. St. John's able to get back though and put that blanket down defensively. Cross, Diop coming out. Marks was well out of net, now scrambles back.
Yeah, that ball certainly looked like it had a bit more pace on it.
Yep. Good read there, once again by Chandler. And away with it comes Sela. Errant pass, and now St. John's will push to the top box. Good move there, just tripped up over his own feet. Well, that was going to be attacked by Bustamante.
Yeah, you can see him just drag the foot, looking for a little contact. I think he thought his last touch was a little heavy. I think if he actually carried on in that moment, he had the ability to have the shot on goal.
Lights begin to take effect now here at historic Riggs Field as we have a whistle and a push from behind there against Sela.
Foul called against St. John's.
That's the third or fourth whistle against Lai.
Well, you could see the foul count earlier, Don. I think referee will eventually have to go to his pocket here.
Set piece here, a place where Clemson can attack. And it comes right on the face of the goal where Gavrin catches and covers. Cinzio needs it back. Diop. Oh, nice settle there. Opportunity possible here for Clemson, but a poor pass again. Although they come up with still possession of it. Now I'm trying to push it through, but just couldn't find the angle, and again defended well by St. John's. Push it, they'll look for the run out of Knapp. Malou, though, there to play it back to Marks.
And St. John's will continue to pressure here in this moment.
And come up with possession of it. Drop under 8 to go here first half. And that's going to be offside. Flag is up. Shot was fired, but flag was up.
Offside called against St. John's.
Leggett had strayed just a bit too far forward. You can see the line judge looking right. That's pretty close.
Yeah, very close.
That's pretty close. But the line judge right down the line.
Good
looking at it.
Good positioning.
Sela pushes it through, but again, Callum Johnson just couldn't control. Loose ball, scramble for it, and that's going to be last touched by Clemson. And subs will come in. 2 for Clemson and 3 for St. John's.
Substitution for the Tigers. Entering number 19, Elton Shibamba. Also entering for the Tigers, number 3, Oscar Agrin.
So Oscar Agrin will come in.
Number 17, Quinn McNeil. And number 5, Hamidi Diop.
And also
substitution for St. John's entering the match.
in for St. John's.
Number 2, Jared Gillot.
Jared Gillot will come in. Also Vladimir Katrup
And number 17,
and Adrian Roseth will come in.
Little Red Storm, number 24, Rafael Bustamante. Number 5, Attila
Whistle and foul called there on Clemson.
And number 9, Wesley Leggett.
So we head into the last 6 minutes here in this first half. The goal on the header off of the corner kick by Anthony Herbert, 9 minutes in. It's given St. John's the 1-0 lead over the 6th-ranked Clemson Tigers. And here's a run by Clemson. Again, St. John's a good job, though, of getting back defensively, kind of matching up man-to-man.
They've already got 8 players behind the ball. You know, and Don, that's not a talent thing. That is just a sheer will to compete and defend collectively. When players are willing to work back that, everyone is willing to get forward with an opportunity to score, but players are willing to come back and do the dirty work and defend.
That's a little reflection of Dave Mazer is what that is.
Absolutely.
So here's a tripping call outside the box and an opportunity here for Clemson again.
Well, it kind of fits the stereotype of a Northeast team, doesn't it?
Yeah. So Gillot trips up Sela. And this is probably better than a corner just because of the angle that you have here.
Yeah, you can shape that ball in between that last defender and the goalkeeper. I just think for Clemson it's going to be tough to beat St. John on a set piece.
Ball headed out. Played right back in. And headed out again. Big man Bartlett backside. Man down.
Look out for the foul
for
here.
St. John's.
Yep, that's a yellow card.
There's a slide.
It's so predictable.
Yeah. And it will be a yellow card. That's a goal against Aquilone, excuse me. And the St. John's bench, I think, was really upset that they didn't get the call on the first play. I don't know if we'll get a good look on the replay, and then we're going to get another yellow that will go on the bench, and I think that will be against Ashrafi.
The referee has issued a caution against St. John's.
It's always the retaliation, but it's going to be a booking, and that's just, it's useless in that moment.
So 29 draws a yellow, and I believe the other yellow on the bench will go against number 5, Ashrafi. So there's the first one. You could see the St. John's bench was upset, and then as you were calling, you said, here it comes, and it did.
Zero attempt to play the ball with how high the challenge was.
So back to live action, plays in, and a good cover up by Gavrin.
I couldn't tell who got on the end of that cross for Clemson. Yeah, there's Ashrafi, but I think ultimately that'll go down as is that a team yellow?
I think it's a team yellow, yes.
Issued to the bench.
Whoa, play it back to Marks, and that was almost caught Marks. He was zigging while the ball was zagging. Boy, an own goal there, and all of a sudden you're down 2-0 with just 3 minutes to go first half. That would have changed everything. Malou, just play it across. Ball going to stay in. It will. Opportunity here for St. John's. They'll cross it in. Ball Nice settle, keeps it alive. Malou, the header, shot fired, deflects, comes out. Oh, what a nice little touch there by Sila. Johnson plays it off.
Look how quickly St. John's is getting numbers behind the ball.
It's incredible, isn't it? Here's a push through, and then it'll be an easy scoop up by Gavron.
Given those moments, it felt like a quick counterattack for Clemson.
Good
7
look.
players behind the ball.
Good look there at Comey. You almost feel, particularly like on that last sequence offensively there for Clemson, I know that they want to pass the ball, but you're going to have some dribble attack and make your own path through the defense if you can.
Well, you have to be dynamic enough to adjust and make the other team uncomfortable and do things that they don't like to do. I think you've got to find some ways to get Usman Silla on the ball in the final third. He's so clever on the dribble.
Oh, the flex through, but comes right to Gavron. 60 seconds left here first half.
1 minute remaining.
Good job by St. John's just to push it deep corner. Clemson in. Marks, though, left foots it out. Good clear there.
Yeah, you could see how good St. John's was on the press.
Good cross there.
10.
Nice settle
9,
by Comey.
8.
Hear the countdown.
6. 5.
That'll be the end.
3. 2.
First half
1.
here at historic Riggs Field. So the goal off the corner, the header by Anthony Herbert. That man right there, the difference so far in this match. And St. John 5 on the other side. One 0 St. John's as we get set to go here, second half. The Red Storm will kick things off. Adjustments. So if you're Clemson, what adjustments do you make?
I tell you, you can see already, looks like he's changed that back line a little bit with Brighton in a wide area, Callum Johnson central, and then Isaiah Reed, who I thought was pretty good in the first half. He has the pace to break down that back line from St. John's.
And we talked about this first half, Kevin. It was played at a pretty high tempo, particularly like the first 20 to maybe even 30 minutes of the first half.
Yeah. And we saw both teams go pretty deep into their bench.
Johnson will just touch it back. We're trying to feed it, and that's just a poor pass. Try to feed it off the outside of the foot.
Yeah, shaped and ball, just the wrong surface of the foot, shaped away, running away from Callum Johnson there.
Ball played well, but then deflects out. He chased down backside. Diop gives it up. St. John's going to do enough forechecking to make Clemson try to flip the field, and they do. Reed going one-on-one, and will force the corner.
That's a good matchup there.
Yeah, deflected that off of Bartlett. Take a Bartlett and Chandler on the backside of that defense. Had, you know, one 6'3", the other one 6'6".
Well, you don't see so many teams playing with the back three, because if you play with the back three, you really have to have three very good defenders, and St. John certainly does.
I'm just going to play it out, then play it back. And again, just an errant play. Fernandez Salvador just touched it too hard going to the end line, and that's in tennis you would call that an unforced turnover.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those, and I think that's probably also, Don, indicative of it being early in the year. Just the timing and the rhythm is just a little bit off.
Gavrin foots it out. Herbert, he'll cross it. Feed it off to Jalou. And that pass too far forward, and here comes Clemson trying to force it back. Seelag, nice feed. Malou down the line. Now you're kind of stopped his action. Here's Johnson looking for the cross. There it is. Comes backside the header. Just didn't have enough on it.
Yeah, nice little clip ball to the back post there. You could see Gavrin thought it was coming centrally. He starts to commit to it.
Well, again, that backline defense once again by Bartlett. He actually, I think, deflected that a little bit. Made that the easy play.
Yeah, just he
for Gavrin.
Did enough to make James Brighton uncomfortable. Well, we've also seen Justin Malou come on as a right back here for John Martin. I think Justin's natural tendency is to get a little higher up the field, get involved in the attack.
It's last touched by Rutgers, so a throw in by the Clemson bench area. Lai able to clear it out. Feed it back middle of the field, got it to the foot of Garnett. Now touched off to Jalou. Good cross there. Little too tall, too strong though for Aquilon to chase down. But it'll be a throw in the deep corner for Clemson.
Yeah, St. John's will certainly look to press in this moment, make it difficult for Clemson on the restart.
And they are doing it very successfully. Got to throw it eventually. And that ball was out of bounds. Now they'll try to determine where the throw-in will take place. Aquilon with the throw in. Good touch there by Sela. Brighton trying to, and does. Slide tag, Malou able to get by. Here he comes on the attack. Try to get by the defender Chandler, and Chandler would have none of that.
Yeah, just stood him up, was patient, waited for the mistake. Just made it look very routine, didn't he? Very, very ordinary.
Steal a line from Caddyshack, you'll get nothing and like it. Diop keeps it across. Lou, one touch. Brighton. 1v1. Try to cross it, forces the corner.
Corner for the Tigers.
Let's go back and let's take a look here at Chandler. Lou thinks he's got something, and Chandler just says no.
Nice and patient, wins the ball.
For the header, ball deflects out and settled. Good play there by Garnett. Aquilon. St. John's trying to force the attack. He'll feed it off from the corner. Aquilon will look to cross. Puts it right in the face of the net. Marks makes the easy play. And then Marks will roll it out, see if they can't get something going quickly. Now see, I like this attack. Johnson draws some attention. And again, well played again by Bartlett to slow things down.
Did enough just to slow down the play.
Back heel. Out front in the box, trying to get it off the left foot. Maybe dribbled it too much. And then a throwdown in the box, and that will be a foul against Clemson.
Foul called against the Tigers.
Comey maybe just touched it once too much.
Yeah, just so disciplined and patient. You know, from Bartlett and Chandler, the both we talked about, you have to have three good defenders to play in a back three, and individually in one-on-one situations, they've been outstanding.
Diop will be called for the foul there, just coming right through Garnett.
Foul against the Tigers.
Nine minutes into the second half. 1-0 still St. John's. The goal 9 minutes in first half. The header by Herbert off the corner, which has been the only corner of the night for St. John's. Here they play it out front. Good defense there by Clemson. Shot fired, deflects, goes out of bounds, and that'll be a corner, the second corner of the night now for St. John's.
Corner for
Good
St.
look
John's.
there. George Marks. Live with a trying to settle up front. Backline attack there by Knapp. Deflects out. So here's Lai. Lai was the man that served up the corner to Herbert for the goal. Comes back deep in. They look headed down by Bartlett and then headed out. Touched back. Shoot it through and slide there in an effort there by Bartlett to get a foot on it.
Yeah, I tell you.
Put it on frame, but just went by him.
It looked like Matt Chandler was open at the near post on that corner. Here on the second phase of this.
Well, that's a... Yep.
When you hit a ball across the face of the goal with that pace, bad things can happen for the defensive team.
Good feed by Lai. Johnson, a little back heel touch. And then, again, just can't finish the play. Malou sends it down. Johnson trying to use his speed. Will come up with possession. He'll attack one-on-one. Chips it across. Headed out Once again, good backside defense. And once again, it's Bartlett.
Yeah, St. John's is just so tough to beat in the air, aren't they, Don?
Yes, they are. Aquilon will slow it down.
I think Clemson's best moments here in the first 12 minutes of the second half have been when they've countered quickly.
Herbert plays it off. Gillot. It's a backside to Montero. And across it goes to Aquilon. Battle going on here. Trying to attack, and then once again,
And that's gonna
there's gonna be a goal kick.
Coach Noonan will certainly be happy with the mentality. Just go with those St. John defenders in those one-on-one situations.
Yeah, see, I think Reed's the guy they need. Reed's showing some attackability. How's that?
For
Yeah.
St. John, entering the match, number 5,
Subs coming in.
Attila Ashrafi. And leaving the
See
match,
McNeil
number
coming
7,
back in
Einar Lai.
for Clemson.
Also substitution for the Tigers.
I think Ashrafi was going to come in.
Number 17, Quinn McNeil. And leaving the match, number 18, Alvaro
For St. John's,
Gomez.
and Lai will come out.
Oh, Reed has that change of pace to get beyond the defender. In that case, it's tough to beat Chandler and Bartlett.
Yes.
Those long legs, you think you're beyond them. You get a little toe poke in, knock it away.
Ball a little off the side of the foot. Gavarin, but Aquilon comes out, able to feed it forward. Clemson has it played defensively, you know, up the sideline at a goal. It'll be a off of Clemson out of bounds and a throw in once again for St. John's. So 32 minutes left in regulation. You just get a feeling, Kevin, these next 17 minutes will be pretty big.
Yeah.
So once you get down to that 15-minute mark, 10-minute mark, that area, St. John's will start working the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the experienced team that knows how to kill a game.
Low, outside, shot fired there from Herbert from distance, maybe a little too long. He had some space, but took the shot anyhow. Got off a poor effort. And the ball was still moving, it never set there by Marks. And he plays it back. Maybe think, okay, so why just play it back on a goal kick? Because you want the possession.
Right.
Feed it forward, Sila. Got Reed behind him. Going to backheel it to him. Cross, out front, header, just wide. Well, there's really your first big opportunity for Clemson, and Brighton couldn't put it on frame.
And the players that we talked about combining, a little back heel from Sila here. Get Isaiah Reed forward. He didn't miss by much.
No, he didn't.
The quality of that little clip ball from Isaiah Reed, though. James Brighton will want that one back. I believe that was Clemson's best spell of possession in the final third there.
Yes, it was. Want to attack right back. Nice touch by Reed. Gets it to go right back. Tripped up. No, good defense, they say. They play on. Diop going to just hammer it right back. And finally settled. And a whistle and a foul called on Clemson.
Foul called against the Tigers.
And we have a player down for St. John's, and that's Bartlett, who's been playing outstanding defense. Watch the replay here. You see Bartlett, the sliding tackle there on Reed, and then you can see him right away go to that calf. So we mentioned, all right, hot, humid. We mentioned this in the first half. How does the Northern team withstand this?
Yeah, and typically
it's probably more the humidity that really zaps you.
And typically that calf camp is that first sign of lost a lot of water.
Yeah.
Sign of perhaps dehydration.
You know, that's something you can get to the sideline and you can get some electrolytes into you and try to, but the question is how long does it last? Because generally we see if it happens once, it's going to happen again and then again.
Yeah, and once you start cramping, it's already too late.
Yes.
We've got 30 minutes left on the clock here. But the interesting position is going to put St. John's in here because that back three has been so strong. Looks like we're seeing the change now.
Yeah, we're going to get Sanusi Sangari that will come in. Our first look at him, number 6. Senior out of the Bronx.
Substitution for the Tigers entering the match.
That's a big loss for St. John's regardless. If the match were called now and I were hard-pressed to pick man of the match, it wouldn't be the goal scorer. It would be between Chandler and Bartlett. I think both of those guys have been...
Get a Enrique Montagna will come in for Clemson, number 12.
Number 40, Lucas Bartlett.
There's Chandler, backside, plays it back. Avron will clear it. Clemson will settle it. Difficult pass there by Diop and taken away.
Yeah, and credit to St. John's. Their ability to press and
Boy,
turnovers.
Good run here. Opportunity, crossing. Nobody was there. Now a shot. That's headed by Diop. Attempted header there by Jalot. And now Clemson has an opportunity. 3 on 4. Brighton going to play it off. Sela. St. John's gets back defensively. Here's Sela going one-on-one against Chandler. Boy, crosses him over. Has a chance, crosses it backside, fires a shot, and it sails high. That's Fernandez Salvador just thinking, what happened?
I tell you, Usman Sela had him on skates back there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And this was end-to-end action here. Yeah, the opportunity, a good header out by Diop. And then it kind of led to what this was. And watch this little nifty play by Sela. Oh, just going to, the left footer cross. And trying to go high corner. And Fernandez Salvador just could not find the net.
Yeah, when it's that high and you're trying to hit it on the full volley, so hard to get over the ball.
Whistle and a foul there.
Foul called against St. John's.
And St. John's, Clemson will play it off quickly. And that was not to their advantage. And foul called here against Clemson.
Foul called against the Tigers.
So it looks like Gavrin is going to come well forward. Just take a look at Mike Noonan. The ball out of bounds. Could not be saved by Aquilon. A lot of traffic there to try to get that through, and St. John's again plays it well defensively, pushes it forward. Trying to get the run out there by Garnett, but Diop able to play it.
Yeah, no foul there. Just like
again another poor pass by Diop.
Just having trouble linking up, breaking that front line of St. John's.
Now they'll push it off on the wing. And Clemson put together another attack here. They'll look for the cross. There it is. And Reed could not get a foot on it. The difference here second half from first half, though, is that Clemson, that's their third threat here this half, but still down 1-0.
Well, I think it's also done one of those cases where you almost score too early, and as the game kind of ticks on, you just you see the result. It's getting closer, and Clemson has continued to be the aggressor.
Foul on the grab of the jersey there by Diop. St. John's plays it off quickly. Asrafi push it back. Asrafi, Chandler. Knapp touches it back. And heady play there by Montero. Now here's a feed up the line, and Johnson going to come midfield with it. Try to push across looking for Reed, but that's defended well. Sela, teammate to his left, plays it back. Reed trying to one-touch it through. Reed with an opportunity and scores! Boy, he gave it off there to Brighton, and a beautiful touch right back to Reed.
Well, we were just talking. We didn't think the ball was going to come from a wide area, beating St. John's on a corner kick or something like that. But combination play and carving him up from the inside. There was a sense the goal was coming.
See the little touch back right here. Reed, Brighton right back. Give and go. Well, that was in traffic too by Brighton. I mean, that was brilliance.
And we talked about what it was going to take to beat Gavern. Something low and out of reach. Well, Don, this is why I love soccer, because to see what that goal does to this game. Is it going to open it up a bit? Felt like a little bit of a chess match there with Clemson trying to equalize.
So at the 65-28 mark, Reed off the assist from Brighton ties us at 1. And we've still got 24.5 minutes left. And you had just said it minutes ago. It was like St. John's was thinking, hey, early 1-0 lead. You know, all right, we're in a good spot. Clemson, though, was just kept forcing the action. And now you can just sense the whole stadium. And this is something now with fans back. You get the sense, the feel now of a little electric shock on the Clemson side.
There's a little bit of that. Perhaps the playing here down in the humidity. How deep is the bench? A lot of little intangibles.
Brighton comes up with it. Again, Clemson going to attack. Set up, looking for the cross into the box. Pushes it out front, shot deflected. Once again, that goes off of Chandler. Clemson trying to feed it off and can't. And we got another man down for St. John's with a cramp, and that's the goal scorer, Herbert. And also we got a man down, Bartlett. Or excuse me, that's Chandler that's down.
That is Anthony Herbert getting stretched as well.
I think that Chandler's down because he took that ball to the chest. May have knocked the wind out of him more than anything. But tell you what, that's 2 6'6" guys right there, and they are big bodies.
I think we're going to see Anthony Herbert come off here.
And that gives a little water break. The Clemson players come off their bench and take advantage, get a little hydration. We'll see Lai come back in. As you see him there checking in with Anthony Herbert. And we'll get our first look at Elton Shifamba, freshman midfielder out of Ohio.
Entering the match, number 7, Einar Lai. And leaving the match, number 3, Anthony Herbert.
So the throw in, and it goes off of Ashrafi, so this will turn it back over to Clemson. Nice little quick turn there. Reed plays it off, good touch. Salvador trying to look for the cross. There it is. High backside, chase down.
Well, Don, you just referenced it a minute ago, but certainly that goal from Clemson has got this crowd on its feet.
No, the electricity is back in the stadium. Push it through in a errant pass, and they'll see if they can get a run out from Garnett, but that won't happen. Mark's able to play it forward. Good cross here. Like this move. Flip the field.
Look at how stretched out that back line from St. John's, just changing the point of attack.
They're going to flip it right back, and it will skip by the defender. Trying to push it in. Good patience on the part of Clemson. And that ball just slides by the pass here by Brighton. Clemson going to just reclaim possession of it. First half,
I don't know if it's
probably was a 75, maybe even as high as 80% possession for Clemson, and it's starting to play out that way again here second half.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a combination of the heat, the humidity, losing a few players to possibly cramping, but Clemson has certainly ratcheted up the pressure here and looks well in control of the game.
Ball touched the sideline, deflects, comes back in. St. John's will clear it. It'll go out of bounds just in the Clemson half. And trying to play it forward, they let it go through. Nobody was there. Ashrafi turns it over. Grab of the jersey, but they're going to play on because Clemson has possession with it. Try to come through in another good defensive play. That time turned in backside by, I think that was Sanchez.
Tell you, I'm surprised he's actually not bringing the player back to have a word with him or even a booking in that situation. Clearly a handful of jersey there as Chifamba broke through.
We drop under 20 minutes to go. 1-1. Nice touch. Here's Reed with it one more time. Has to play it back as he was defended well, and that'll be last touch, they say, off of Lai.
You can see Clemson continuing with the quick restarts, just keeping the tempo of the game high.
Good cross here.
What a turn.
Right now it seems like when St. John's is trying to do anything attack-wise, it's one guy and one guy only that they're looking to get it to, and that's Garnett. He just doesn't have the speed to get by the Clemson back 2 or 3.
Well, we talked about what impressed us most with the St. John's team was the commitment to get players back and get behind the ball. They look like they've just kind of run out of gas and don't have the energy to get forward because they know they can't get back in that situation.
3 subs come in for St. John's. 1 will come in here for Clemson. As we got a man down for Clemson.
number 24, Rafael
That's
Bustamante.
Sela right there in
And
your
leading the match, number
screen
20,
coming back in for
Garnett.
Clemson.
Number 10, Brandon Knapp.
Is that Reed?
Number 2,
Yeah, I think he just took a
Jared
knock there.
Also,
I don't think he's
substitution for the
cramping.
Tigers. Entering the match, number 21,
He's gone over the end line.
Zela. And leading the match, number 27, Isaiah Reed.
He's holding on, obviously, to his right ankle. Let's take a look, see what happened here. Oh, yeah, the ball just got stuck. Put out. And then it kind of comes here. That's when it hits him. There's a cross out front, and again, an opportunity missed there on the backside.
I tell you, I think that just caught Agram by surprise.
Yes, it did.
Didn't think it was going to come through.
Well, that ball just came all the way through, and Agron was surprised it got to him.
It looked like Quillian had a little glancing header on it, kind of threw everyone off.
Easy call there against Clemson with the push in the back. Clemson down 1-0 at half. But the goal by Reed at the 65-minute mark tied us at 1. Or there's a push off out front. This is going to be a golden opportunity here
Foul
for
called
St.
against the
John's.
Tigers.
Agron has that look of what on his face, but I think that's a pretty easy call. Takes that left arm.
Just a little shoulder to shoulder there, but whenever that elbow comes away from the body as the arm starts to extend, it's going to be interpreted as an elbow.
So this is a grand opportunity here for St. John's. Lai. Marks behind the wall, trying to direct traffic. He's going to favor. Ball is going to hit high. You hear Marks arguing that there was a player offside in the set.
I was just thinking that was appeared to be a generous 10 yards on that wall.
Strobeck comes back in for Clemson. Brighton will go out. I think he'll just get a short blow here with 15:25 and clock moving. Here comes Clemson on the attack. Sela will push it off on the wing, but the pass just wasn't quite there, and well played on the backside again by Chandler.
And you could see Hallenberger just lurking, begging for the ball to be played behind that St. John's back line.
Davron touches it backside. Sanchez. It's just footed forward. Agron will head it. Oh, loose and a nice sliding play. Turns into an attack mode. And out front, there's a trip call there.
That's certainly going to be a card.
Foul called against St. John's.
Singari will draw the yellow. It's the third yellow card against St. John's in the match. One of them was a team yellow, though.
What a tackle from Callum Johnson here, though. He continues to press.
Caution issued against St. John's, number 6, Sanusi Sangari.
So, just like St. John's had a golden opportunity just outside the box, here's Clemson's opportunity.
And I tell you, that does not look like a generous 10-yard.
No, it doesn't at all. Ball through and scores! Diop! He threaded it through the wall.
Wow. And this crowd is certainly on their feet now, Don. Looked like the wall broke as they jumped.
Yeah. Right there where there's a hole already you can see. And Diop found it.
Well, we've been a little hard on Diop. He's given the ball away a few times, being the victim of that St. John's press, but he's certainly redeemed himself, hasn't he?
Indeed he has. Two second-half goals here by Clemson. They now have grabbed a 2-1 lead. We still got time left now. 14:25, clock moving.
And number 40, Lucas Bartlett. Leading the match, number 6.
Clemson going to be interested. Do they stay in attack mode?
21, Ethan Shaw.
I would have to say yes.
I think it's you keep the mentality. What's brought you back? You've done so well. You've done well defensively.
Clemson under Mike Noonan, when they score 3 or more goals, 51-0-2. So that's just how important a third goal could possibly be for Clemson here.
Well, they've seemed to have run St. John's ragged here the last 10 minutes. I think the psychological blow, if St. John's were to concede a third, could be a bridge too far.
They're going to force a corner. No, nice play. Good heads-up play there by Ashrafi to keep that in play. Diop turns it over. Better cross, but it couldn't be put on net by Knapp. It actually becomes a corner. Last touch Clemson. It's a nice feed here by Leggett.
Big stride to get beyond him.
Actually, that wasn't Knapp, excuse me. That was Rosa. So Lai will take the corner. Feeds it short, headed out. Lai will keep it in.
Like Josh Hallenberger coming through with the diving header there.
Feeds in, that will go over the end line and become a goal kick.
Well, Don, I'm sitting here thinking two things. One, I'm wondering how important Oscar Agron is to this Clemson back line, because they've looked like a different team when he's come on. And the second thing is,
we got another man down with a cramp. So then you take a look. And again, just a diving header, and that's not an easy play.
I believe that's Matt Chandler.
And there's Ogren.
It's not a good
Yeah, this
sign.
is the second time that Chandler's been down, right? And he was down earlier with the cramp.
Yeah.
Went off, got some.
Well, they've lost
some liquid, and then
lost Luca Barrett.
Yeah.
Lucas Barrett.
Barrett's
Bartlett,
back in. But this is the second time now that Chandler is going to have to come out. And like you said, this is something that happened 2 or 3 days ago as far as hydration.
Number 4, Matt Chandler.
Into the ball game. You can see number 18, Luke Hansen, senior out of West Windsor, New Jersey. Boy, the ball deflects out. Comes the foot. Nice sliding tackle there, backside by Hansen. Dribble through, long shot, deflects. It's going to be a corner for Clemson.
Corner for the Tigers.
Good look there at Brandon Parrish, sophomore midfielder out of Nashville. Clemson. In the corner by Hollenberger. Good feed. Oh, and it came across and nobody could get there. Chip it in. Look, head it out. And finally cleared.
Clemson has gone short on the last few corners. That time they elected to go to the back post. Nearly rewarded for it.
Marks just punches it back in. Good head. And a good play. Settled on the sideline. Good header.
And why not?
We try to fire a shot and sail high and wide. I'm with you. Why not?
I think you put Usman Silla and Isaiah Reed in wide areas and let them go at these players.
Sub comes in. Got our first look at Drew Rosen, number 11 for
the Tigers. Entering the match, number 8,
Rutgers.
Johnson, and number 25, James Bright.
There you see
Well, Don, you're about
Hollenberger going to the sideline with a little hitch in the giddy up.
Yeah. You called it about to the minute. James Brighton just getting a quick blow and back here for the
Yeah,
last
got about
10.
5-6 minutes. I mean, I think you have to, obviously, you have to have that guy on the field to finish up games.
Yeah, because he's unlike any other player on that front line. He's strong. He can hold the ball with his back to goal against a player of Chandler's size. He's just going to give you a different dimension than one of these other take-on artists that typically plays in a wide area. Perfect example right there, able to pin the ball up for just a second.
St. John's trying to put an attack together, try to push it through the backline defense, but can't get it there. Clemson will just clear it. Wind it up and let it fly. Diop going to turn it out. Rafi sent it back in, and Diop headed away. Diop, big left foot, clears it. Hansen just clears it out of bounds.
I was reading the situation there. He knew Clemson was in a position to press. I think the St. John's team is going to surprise some people. Picked to finish 5th in the Big East.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep.
Leading the match, number 12, Enrique Montana III.
So here comes Malou back in. Montana will come out. Well, just a little too tall for Malou. Sails out of bounds for a throw in for St. John's, and we'll get a sub in here.
Substitution for St. John's. Entering the match, number
Nicholas
12,
Floriano Chateau.
Nicholas Florio Chateau.
Florio Chateau will come in.
Attila Ashrafi.
Ashrafi will go out. And Leggett will be fouled from behind. Ball still moving. As Lai tried to play it in. Under 7 to go. So now Clemson up 2-1. Does the strategy begin to change here a little bit? As Mike Noonan, take a look at him. Leans up against the railing.
I think perhaps that last substitution with Justin Malou coming on is tactical in nature.
Yep. Diop kind of came through the back there of Lai, but no call. Here's Sela. And he's going to try to cross it.
That's nicely done from St. John's.
Gavrin will just foot it forward. Clemson just chips it back into the St. John zone. They're going to make them organize deep. Ogren able to head it back in to the Red Storm zone. Get a little for Brighton.
Oh, just a little miscommunication there.
Here's a chip forward into the box. They're going to call this a whistle. And where did the foul happen? And that's going to be against Clemson, and a red card. Not a yellow, a red card.
We'll have to see that again, but I think that's harsh because I don't know if that's even a foul to begin with.
That's against Malou. So Clemson going to play a man down the last 5:32, and this will be a penalty kick.
I think it was outside the area.
Do you think it was outside the area?
Referee has issued a red card against Clemson's number 4.
The contact and the foul is there.
Yes, it is outside the area.
Well,
You're right.
outside the area, but I don't see a red card there. The only justification is he's calling it the last offender, but that is not a clear goal scoring opportunity to me. I don't see the foul. Certainly not a red card.
It is just outside the box. And I mean just outside the box, a yard. So Malou gone for this one, and obviously for the next one has to leave the area. You saw him going out.
Well, we saw Clemson get the go-ahead goal from a free kick.
So here's Bartlett lined up on one side. Bartlett will fire, and a great save!
Oh my. George Marks, are you kidding? And look at him immediately. He's telling his team to get switched on for the corner kick. Defend this corner now.
Bartlett put that ball exactly where he wanted it, and Marks was up to the challenge. Here's the corner. Ball deflects in. St. John's was looking for a handball there and didn't get it. Ball goes out of bounds and still belongs to St. John's. We're under 5 to go, and now here comes some offensive pressure and momentum from St. John's.
We're under 5 to go, Don, but we are far from over.
That ball will just be cleared. Hansen will settle it. Bartlett plays it in, but headed right back out. Brighton able to touch it off. And we'll try to play it forward, but Hansen will get there and clear it, and it'll become a throw in for Clemson. All right, let's go back and look at this one more time. I mean, that's left hand coming across the body and high and up.
Yeah, the goalkeepers are trained. That's the hand that can reach the highest in that situation. He just paws that thing away.
And there's actually much more strength in that hand coming across the body because it just gives you natural leverage.
I was just thinking he's going to have a tough time beating him near post. It's so hard to get it up and down. He goes far post, and Marks was up to the challenge.
Whistle. Foul called on Brighton. Push off from behind.
Foul against the Tigers.
4:14 and rolling. Good long feed and gets up and over top. Diop. He'll be chased down.
And this is all hands on deck defending from Clemson now. Bringing everyone back except James Brighton. He's going to come back in this situation, though.
The question becomes how much is left in the tank now physically for this St. John's team. You only need a burst, though, of about 10 seconds of brilliance to tie this thing. Clemson will clear it.
Yeah.
3.5 left.
And now Clemson is in the situation they're looking to clear every ball, concede possession a little bit. They've dropped in.
Yep, Knapp will feed it off. Sanchez pushes it forward. Looking for the cross. There it is. Up and over. Chateau.
Charlie Asensio will take his time getting there, but clock is going to stop here.
Man down for Clemson. Watch this. Chateau just could not
Substitution for the Tigers.
get there. Couple subs coming in for Clemson.
Elton Shifamba and number 27,
Back
Isaiah
in will
Reed.
come
Leading the match,
Shifamba,
number 17, Quinn
and also
Neal.
Reed back
and number
in.
21, Usman Sila.
So I think Sila is going to be the other one that comes out. Take a look at him trotting off the field. 3:05 showing on the game clock. Clemson trailed it at half, 1-0, but 2 second-half goals. The go-ahead goal by Diop. And here's Reed with it.
And this is why Isaiah Reed was brought in the game. Exactly this moment.
Push it as far as you can in that corner, draw a couple of defenders, and one of them knocks it out of bounds, becomes a throw-in for Clemson. This will only take another 10, maybe 15 seconds off the clock, but it's important right now.
You see Charlie Asensio is moving as slow as he can without walking.
Looking to throw it in and does get it to the, goes beyond. Is that Brighton? Couldn't tell.
Yeah, it looked like Brighton looked like he was got tangled up a little bit there. Clever defending.
2:10 left. St. John's again pushes it into the Clemson zone. We've talked all night about the St. John's defense. Can Clemson rise up here? There is a chip in, but it'll go too long. And under 2 to go, minute 50. Marks will take his time here. They stopped the clock.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why they stopped the clock, because that was the St. John's player that actually pushed the ball on, right?
Well, as Marks had a heavy touch and put it back into the wall, and the fence back there.
So stop the clock with a minute 49. Clemson looking for just their ninth come from behind win after trailing at half in the Mike Noonan era. Good job there of letting that ball play, and then they just push it through.
Well, you certainly want to keep the ball in St. John's half if you're Clemson, but you need to string together a little bit of possession to just eat the seconds off this clock.
80 seconds left. Oh, and a misplay.
I think the restart will take us under a minute. You see Chifamba telling the crowd, we need you now.
And they'll stop the clock there with 63 seconds left. Good feed forward, and this will just go as far deep in that corner as you can carry it, and a good clear off the defender. Coming into this ball game, Clemson under Coach Noonan with just 8:37-5 when trailing at half.
Oh, credit.
Also, there's a long unbeaten streak here at home for Clemson that's been going.
Oh, credit to them. I didn't think they were at their best at the beginning, but they found a way to get the goal to equalize.
And there's 20 seconds left. And there's going to have to be something miraculous that happens here. Ball headed. We'll hear the countdown. There you go. A 25-game unbeaten streak will grow to 26. Maybe. Chip out front. Goes across. And Clemson victorious here to open up 2021. Couple of goals in the second half. Come from behind win. and smiles for everybody in the orange and white. Reed was a big part as Clemson when he had the first